There goes Pestilence down, and there's Sandwraith now porting in with his ultimate miniaturization on Corrupted, who is now chasing him down. Nobody down just yet for this Hellborn side. Pestilence losing his token, but they did bring down Arachna. Still in there. There's Pharaoh's ultimate. It's going to be a little bit short. It might cost him his life. It does. And Witchslayer is going to ultimate, but it's not going to snag a kill. And we might see Pestilence go down here. The nuke heals, and it might save him, but it's going to cost him his life instead. Disham and Accursed now trying to escape, denying himself, and now Disham trying to escape. Sandwraith chasing him down. It looks like he's going to snag a kill. Oh, Puppet's going to snag a 3v2 exchange. Arachna and Pharaoh going down for the Legion. Accursed, Pestilence, and Disham going down for the Hellborn. And they did not get that tower. And now we see the first major item here on Corrupted. That's going to be his Ice Brand.
Sandwraith picking up her Sword of the High. Spells doom for the Hellborn as far as I'm concerned. They really needed to win that conflict.
So Sandwraith is going to start to pull away here in items. As he now has some deserted procs, and the Legion's going to get that mid tower. So now they're counter pushing. Is there anything the Hellborn team can do to kind of turn this around in their favor?
As far as I'm concerned, get a nice gank and push, but it looks grim at this point. I mean, the golden experience gap is not wide at all, except you got to take into account Sandwraith's level of power at this point in time, and she's really, like, she's a hero that just bends the game around her.
It looks like he's moving back to solo farm the lane, or neutral. The Hellborn now.
He'll solo farm that lane once it pushes a little bit further down into this vicinity here.
It looks like the Hellborn's going to try and get this top tower. Here they come now on the offensive. 4 Legion players there. Corrupted diving. There's the stun from Witchslayer. Sandwraith's going to ulti in there. Blake's ulti goes off. There's Puppet's ulti as well. Witchslayer's ulti and Pharaoh's ulti, so that's going to get them a kill. There goes the tower, though. Pestilence now trying to beat down this Sandwraith, but it doesn't look like he's going to go down, as there goes Pharaoh. And they're not going to chase. The Legion seems sort of pulling off here. Heals coming in. They did lose their Corrupted Disciple there, but it looks like that they're still going for this push, as the Legion team is down a player as well. Their Pharaoh is Arachno, very low HP, so they're also probably going to have to back. And it looks like they're going for this tower. Instead, they're going to back. They did get that tower, one-to-one exchange there. Sandwraith now 1-0-5. 109 creep kill. So we're going to see
she's about to hit her mock.
Yep.
Once she hits her mock, those team fights are just gonna swing in their favor. You can sort of predict the way that the game's gonna go when it's extremely balanced, with Sandwraith not having her critical items. And then once she gets her items, it's a whole new game.
And we see now Puppet acquiring a Assassin Shroud, so that's going to give him quite a bit of survivability. Pharaoh acquiring a Helm of the Black Legion. Witchslayer, no big items, looks like he's just warding and counter warding. Pestilence now solo farming. I do believe he's going for a BKB. What do you think he's trying to get that for?
Basically because the Legion has a lot of disable and they need to have Pestilence running around doing damage.
Now, do you know if the BKB, does that cancel the Mock of Brilliance effect?
Yes, it does.
So they might look to use him as someone to kind of take down Sandwraith to get him out of there quick.
Yeah, that's basically what he's designed for in the first place. However, that's difficult to do, especially when Sandwraith is in a team fight to begin with and then pops her ultimate. She's basically got 6 seconds of confusion, and Pestilence is not going to get his ulti off, and she's not going to fall down during that period of time.
And now we see Sandwraith pushing this top tower. Very low HP, so it looks like he's going to get extra gold from that. Here comes a TP. As he's now up to his mock, Sandwraith escaping now. Ooh, not getting the deny. Let's see if they're going to pursue this Sandwraith. Looks like he's going to pour it out instead.
Yeah, you can't really pursue a Sandwraith, and that's, again, what makes her so powerful. Is that as a carry, you can't stop her. Well, you can, but it's extremely difficult to stop her from getting the equipment that she needs to dominate a game. Whereas other carries, they're a bit more susceptible to ganks early on.
Now, do you think the Hellborn made a mistake then in their picks by only getting 2 disables? D-Shem's minis disable, that is. And then Pestilence is stun on.
See, now, in my opinion, when the opposing team gets a Sandwraith, you should, from that point on, decide, okay, we're going to push as early as possible. I expected to see Ophelia on the Hellborn side. I expected to see Demented Shaman fits in that build, mostly because of his ultimate and his healing. You really need to push early if you're going to let the other team get Sandwraith.
So so you think they should have picked Defiler as opposed, or Polywogs, just trying to bring down early towers as opposed to...
Exactly. Exactly. They need crowd control in the form of Plague Rider and push.
Might see a TP fight. Pestilence diving in, it's going to cost him his life. There's the Sandwraith ulti. Plague ulti as well. Sandwraith nuke. Now losing his images. There goes another player down. It's going to be Witchslayer with a kill. Pharaoh's ulting in. There's the wall of mummies uncorrupted. Pushing him away. It looks like he's going to bring down Pharaoh. There goes Arachna. There goes Pharaoh. 2-2 right now. Looks like they're going to finally get Sandwraith. There's the nuke heal. Oh, but the hold from Puppet's going to allow him to get away. Sandwraith, 25 HP. That's going to allow him to get away. And the Hellborn team now backing up. I think we needed a Thunderbringer on this Hellborn team. But they are going to get this tower. So, what did the Hellborn team do differently there that allowed them to kind of win that team fight and push that tower a little bit?
A variety of things. I mean, it was a big cluster situation. It looked to me as though Sandwraith went in with lower than full health. I could be wrong about that, but that seemed to be the case.
Corrupted now spiking up to a Frost. Pestilence completing the BKB, as you saw him use it there. And they're going back to Kong, but he's not up just yet. Let's see if there's any other major items here. D-Shem with a Shaman's headdress. Plague Rider, nothing big, but it looks like they're going to try for a gank on Sandwraith. The nuke, the escape. Easy. Arachna spiking up Assassin Shroud. Pharaoh, nothing. Puppet Master now acquiring a Blessed. And Sandwraith now completed the mock, and he acquiring a Beast Heart. What do you think he's trying to turn that into? A Beast Heart? Just
I'd say probably a Beast Heart. It could be a Helm of the Black Legion, but at this point, I doubt it.
Just trying to get the extra health from that, I guess.
Oh yeah, the extra health on Sandwraith is huge because she dissipates 20% of damage in the form of magic damage. It used to be true damage, but now it's magic damage, so that's a huge difference as far as the amount of damage she's gonna deal to an entire team while taking damage. It's also more difficult to bring her down, so you can't kill her. Well, you can. It's just
Hellborn now stacking 3 players here. I think they're gonna aim for Kongor again so they can push. But the Legion does have a ward down there, so they're just gonna run in there and gank, I do believe. Sandwraith with his ultimate. Yeah, I do believe they're going